You have a second chance if you missed it the first time around. Government has urged people to verify their details or register to vote this weekend. The voter registration weekend comes after the Constitutional Court dismissed an application by the Independent Electoral Committee to have the local government elections postponed from the 27th of October until next year, which means that the elections must be held in the legal window period. It ends on November the 1st, and that will be declared the official date. The IEC decided to reopen registrations for candidates and voters. More than 23,000 voting stations across South Africa will be open between 8 o'clock and 5 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday. To discuss, we're joined by the Chief Electoral Officer at the IEC, Mamabolo. Mr. Mamabolo, great to have you with us as always. So this is a chance for those who missed registration last time when the elections were going to be held on the 27th of October. Physical registration, of course, online continues. But who do you really encourage to go and register or check their details this weekend?
Well, a registration weekend offers a very unique opportunity, especially for young persons who have not had a similar opportunity before, those that turned 18, for them to go to their nearest voting station in their community and enlist to be on the voters' roll, as well as any other person who has changed address since the last time they were on the voters' roll. It's a service that goes to where people live. It is closest to communities, and hence a very unique opportunity for people to vindicate their rights to choose a government of their aspiration. As we all know, local government deals with services that affect us almost on a daily basis, refuse removal, municipal roads, and those types of things. So it does affect our lives almost immediately. Hence, it's important that everybody who has to take part in these elections must do so, and in so doing, contribute to shaping the local affairs of the community.
And young people, there's always a call for more young people to get involved. So let's just clarify, anyone aged 16 may register, but you can only vote if you're 18 on the day. But that does mean that a few more people can slip in, because now it's 4 days later compared to the original day. So are you hoping those young people will take this opportunity?
We're really urging them that it's as I say, a very unique opportunity for them to experience political involvement for their country, shape the affairs of local communities, and in so doing also shape the quality of services that communities receive, because a choice that you make in this election is related in an inextricable manner to services on the ground. So that those extra few days, a few who may have not been 18 on election day will now be accommodated indeed.
If you're busy this weekend, registration is happening online, and there's also a number to check your details. We've been putting both of those up. Are South Africans using the technological options available to them?
Yes, indeed. The use of online has increased over the last few days, and we anticipate that it will increase even over the weekend. So those that can, who have access to the digital resources, can still register online. That service will be open until Monday evening, when the minister proclaims a new election date.
And remind us of the rules, Mr. Mamabolo, because you should only register basically where you live. How do you verify that people are doing that? Presumably you can't register in multiple areas. That will be picked up as well.
Indeed, you may only register in the ward in which you are ordinarily a resident. And for purposes of local government elections, you're going to vote where you are registered in the ward where you live. There is no possibility in this election that you may vote anywhere. In other words, the notion of queue shopping won't be possible on this occasion because there's a discipline that must be maintained because of the ward. And you're going to register where you live and you're going to vote precisely where you registered. Your last registration supersedes any other previous registration you may have made.
Very quickly, we're running out of time, but I'd love to know, are you coping? Has the IEC, obviously you went to court, hoping that you would get a postponement until next year. Are you scrambling now, or have you got this? Also, considering that you have to keep everybody safe because we're in a pandemic.
Let's say that we've been preparing, even as we had approached the Constitutional Court. We never ceased our preparations. So we are not in a comfortable space, obviously, but we are working hard as we should, and we should be able then to give South Africans an election that approximates to the constitutional standard.
All right, well, we'll let you get back to work. Thank you for checking in with us, though. That was the Chief Electoral Officer, Mamabolo.